This program is brought to you by the City of Oceanside. The following program does not necessarily reflect the views, opinions, or policies of the City of Oceanside, its elected officials, KOCT, its board of directors, or staff. This program is underwritten in part by Waste Management of North County in Oceanside. We are dedicated to serving customers and community as a safe, comprehensive service provider, a good corporate citizen, and a responsible environmental steward. Think green. Think Waste Management.
I'm CJ Demento, your local librarian from the Oceanside Public Library and city staff for the Oceanside Arts Commission. I'm pleased to welcome you to the August edition of Oceanside Spectrum, a special arts edition. And boy, do we have some talented guests here for you today. First, we have Hill Street Country Club on the KOCT soundstage to share information about their exhibits and their mission of sharing the personal, communal, and universal through art. The most recent Main Street art that excites muralist will be on the show to talk about her work downtown and the message behind her mural. For arts education, Miracost College is here to talk about the myriad of programs and opportunities for students, as well as what fall may look like at this renowned North County Community College. Oceanside International Film Festival is here to share about what the festival will look like this year and how we can support this event in its 10th year while viewing amazing films from all over the world. Get ready, because Oceanside Spectrum starts now. Dinah Polnitz, art curator, co-founder, and development director at the Hill Street Country Club. For anyone that doesn't know the Hill Street Country Club, they should. Welcome, Dinah.
Hi.
How are you today?
I'm great. How are you?
Great. So good to have you here.
Thank you.
Tell us about the Hill Street Country Club.
The Hill Street Country Club is an art and gathering community space in downtown Oceanside. We're directly across the street from Bagby. We focus mostly on local art, but also curating art shows and curating workshops and curating guest panels.
Wonderful. So you have a very great partnership with Link Soul,
Yes.
which is a retail space, a retail company, golf apparel. Tell us a little bit about that relationship, why it's so great, and why businesses really should be partnering with artists.
Yes. We call ourselves the Country Club of Link Soul, which is very ironic because it's a golf company.
Yeah.
It's so important because during this time with COVID-19, we've been able to utilize art to not only convey a community message, but also to keep our business vibrant. I can't even over-explain the importance of business connecting with artists. Artists create civic identity. Artists also create authenticity when it comes to like who comes to your city and the experiences that they're having. So if you think about it, it prevents you from looking like a carbon copying mini mall. And the whole purpose of art is to bring in the civic identity and our social capital and just heighten it to a degree that it leaves a memory. And that benefits business owners and those who visit the business.
Yeah. I totally agree.
Yes.
And you also say that art is a language.
Yes.
Or art is just a language. Can you explain that a little bit for us? What you mean by that?
Yes. So art is a language it's part of our cultural message. We believe art is personal, communal, and universal. So every artist that enters our space and exhibits with us, it is our goal to make sure they can convey their personal message. And the best thing about art, you can speak in all these tones and textures and nuances without the fear of being vulnerable. So yes, art is a language. It's a personal and communal and universal message.
Wonderful. So you do exhibits at Hill Street Country Club. Tell us a little bit about the exhibit that you just did. It was very special, right? It's a special time, but you guys really at Hill Street Country Club, you transitioned. You held a socially distant exhibit. Tell us about that. What was that experience like?
Well, I mean, if you think about it, Hill Street Country Club started as a DIY space, like do-it-yourself space.
Yeah.
We learn how to be creative on like very little budgets, and so we're constantly creating space for ourselves. And what was so interesting and challenging is to understand the physical dynamics of art spaces. And honestly, it's been very beneficial for us. Art no longer became a backdrop to a party scene. You know, art became a focus. And so we literally had every 15 minutes, we had a reservation for a party to 5. And we gave them the whole space to look at the art. And the artist was in the space the entire time. So every person that visited every 15 minutes had a personal docent tour with the artist. So it was easy to do.
Wow, you make it sound easy. So you are also working on a mobile art workshop. A grant was received from the California Arts Council, and you're working with the Oceanside Public Library to bring art kits into the community. What a wonderful idea right now. Tell us a little bit more about that.
So a mobile art workshop was an idea centered around like our zine workshop and our exhibition workshop. So every artist that exhibits with their space, instead of having a talk where they talk about themselves and their work, they share their process. And we're literally putting that process in a lunch bag and delivering to everyone with a library card.
Awesome. That's wonderful.
Thank
what
you.
a great time to be doing something
Yes.
like that and bringing creativity into people's households. Thank you for doing that. So tell me, in August you're doing a recycling exhibit. It's called the Reuse Project. What is that going to look like? And is it in your Hill Street Country Club space?
Yes, it's in our space. It's August 1st. Reuse Project is a collective art project with the Cal State San Marcos Staircase students. They're the art students of Cal State San Marcos. And they all work with different mediums. So they decided, because they're passionate about environmental issues and solutions, they decided to, instead of using their traditional medium, they decided to use found objects and most likely trash and recyclables from school campus and recreate their work and recreate their personal and communal universal message about the environment. So that's happening August 1st. There's 6 students. I'm super excited. There's going to be a workshop. One of the students is in Japan, and she's going to do it from Japan. It's going to be beautiful. I'm just really excited. We're going to educate on what we can do locally. And once again, it's going to be a social distancing in-person exhibit.
Great. So tell us, if people want to learn more about the Hill Street Country Club at Link Soul Gallery, how can they do that?
Yes, you can visit our website at thehillstreetcountryclub.org, or you can follow us on Instagram at the Hill Street Country Club.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
All right, Dinah, thank you so much for all you're doing in Oceanside, and thank you for being here today.
Thank you.
And we'll be back in just a moment.
Son, love is like the ocean. You have to tread the waters.
Dad, that's not the kind of help I needed. Jessica, will you go to prom with me?
Yes.
Thousands of teens in foster care can't wait to share their first with you.
All right, welcome back. Isabel Figueroa is with us, a very talented local artist and muralist. Hello, Isabel.
Hi.
Thank you for being here with us today on the KOCT soundstage.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so you are a local artist. You graduated from Oceanside High School in 2018. What is your favorite thing about living in Oceanside? I know you grew up in Oceanside. What do you like about it? What do you like about your city?
Oh, well, everyone's first answer would probably be the beach, and I love the beach.
Yeah.
But you know, I have my family, my friends here. You know, my whole life is here, and I really can't imagine living anywhere else. You know, this is small town, tight knit community, and it's perfect place to call home. You know.
Yes, I do. So what type of art do you do? What type of medium do you use, Isabel?
I usually work with acrylics now. I'm starting to use oil paints, you know, colored pencils, you know, graphite pencil. I do a lot of Chicana based, you know, a lot of Mexican history in my painting. In my paintings, a lot. I love a lot of color. I love, you know, just bending reality a little bit, you know, making sure that it's not too boring. I always want you to question what's going on in my paintings and just kind of sit there and wonder, you know, what was going on through the process, you know. And I always like to make sure it's all very clean, blended, because it just makes it seem more alive, you know, that way.
Awesome, great. So your new work, right, as part of the Art That Excites Main Street Mural Initiative, you've started work. Actually, you're in the midst and soon to complete a mural, right? And I guess it's on Civic Center Street and North Horn, so it's downtown and it's in a visible location. Tell us a little bit about that mural.
Yeah, so the mural is supposed to pay like homage to the nearby neighborhood called Pozole.
Okay.
And the story behind it is that there was a woman who would make pozole and sell it to the nearby farm workers. And you know, as she attracted more customers, they would just call the neighborhood Pozole, and it stuck, you know, after 100 years later. So it's supposed to really pay tribute to the hardworking community that lives there. You know, it's supposed to pay homage to how women can really bring people together, and you know how we just, you know, how we bring the community together and take care of everybody and keep the culture alive through, you know, our food, our language, our, you know, our music. It's really deep roots in Oceanside history.
And what a beautiful thing to see that mural coming to life on the side of that building. I would really encourage anyone to go check it out. It must be a really exciting thing that you're doing. So tell us, you know, being an artist and doing that mural, it's not easy, right? It's really hard work. It's very physical. It's probably very emotional. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, it is very physically demanding. You know, you can fall, you can trip, you can get paint, you get really dirty. It's hot, you're out in the sun, you know, so there is a lot of, it's a very physically demanding, and it is very emotional, especially when you have so many people looking at your art. And you know, when your art is what makes you vulnerable, it's how you show your true emotions, you know. So it's, you get your critics, you get people who support you, and you know, and it feels good when you get the support, but it also can be very emotional when you get critics. Maybe somebody doesn't like it, but you know, you just have to, you know, that's your art, that's who you are, and you just have to embrace it no matter what anyone says. So, you know, it's emotionally and physically demanding all at the same time. So.
Wonderful, but you're putting yourself out there and you're making it happen. I think it's just amazing.
Thank you.
Amazing. And you're also going to Miracost College. Tell us what you're doing there and kind of where do you foresee yourself in the next 5 years? You're a young, talented artist. What do you see that lies ahead for you?
I'm majoring in entrepreneurship. So my goal is to start my own business. I really want it to be art oriented.
Okay.
I really wanted to do tattoos. That's what I thought 5 years ago. That's what I saw myself doing now. But you know, I think in 5 years I could see myself, you know, in the process of starting my own business, of you know, getting it all together. Of course, creating more art. You know, getting my name out there more. So, you know, hopefully in the winter, hopefully I can get my associate's degree. So
wonderful, wonderful. We'll keep going, and I know that you have a lot of creative people in your family. You have a sister that just won an art contest as well.
Yeah, she's actually helping me paint the mural right now. She's done really good on all the cactus. She's really talented, probably a little bit better than me. Yeah, she's just won an art contest, so she's attending free art classes that they're giving her, and they're really giving her a lot of great tools to improve her art and really advance in her craft.
Wonderful.
So, yeah.
And that's through Studio Ace, right, here in Oceanside.
Yeah.
Wonderful. What a delight to get a chance to meet and talk with you today, Isabel. We look for wonderful things in your future and hope for you to come back to KOCT soon.
Thank you for having me.
All right, we'll be back in just a moment.
Sure, I look cute now, but when my owner lost his job, it was rough. I was living on the street, and one night, me and this Cocker Spaniel got into it so bad, I wound up looking like an ice cream cone. I cried a little bit, but thankfully I got rescued, so I'm running, I'm jumping, all back to my old self, and I'm ready to give unconditional love, even if you put a lampshade on my head.
So welcome back. We have Jonathan Foreman, Dean of Arts, and international languages at Miracost College in the studio with us today. And Jonathan, how are you?
Great, thank you.
Great.
Thanks for having me here.
Thank you for being here at KOCT.
Happy.
Yeah, so Miracosta, most people know about Miracosta College, but some don't. And it's really a renowned community college. It's got over 20,000 students. Tell us about Miracosta.
Yeah, we're your coastal North County Community College, from Del Mar up to Oceanside, and the communities in between is all part of our service area. And our main campus is in Oceanside off of College, but we also have a campus in Cardiff. That's our San Elijo campus, and the Community Learning Center on Mission Avenue.
Yeah. So as the Dean of Arts, tell us a little bit about the breadth of arts programming that Miracosta offers.
Sure. Yeah. So in the visual arts, we have a comprehensive visual arts program with a wide range of studio arts courses that we teach, from photography and drawing and painting and printmaking to sculpture and ceramics. And in the performing arts, we have music with various ensembles, including an amazing orchestra, some vocal ensembles, and jazz ensembles, and vocal jazz ensembles, and a new popular music ensemble that we've been really excited about. And in theater and film, we offer a range of both acting and technical theater and design courses, as well as various acting courses. And then we also have film, and we're excited to hire our second full-time film faculty. Starts this fall, so we're really excited. The film program's high demand and been growing. And and then we have dance with a wide range of dance genres, from ballet and modern and tap and jazz to hip hop and world dance, and a wide array of dance forms. So, yeah.
Wow. You have everything, pretty much, right?
Yeah, we have pretty comprehensive arts programs. We're really proud of them.
Absolutely. So for art students, what types of certificates or degrees can they get at Miracosta?
We have associate's degrees in all the areas pretty much that I just mentioned.
Wow.
We have some special sort of technical career and technical certificates in photography and theatrical design. And let's see, we also have a certificate in dance instruction. And there's a range of different options. In music, we also have music technology with a full 2-year program in recording arts, covering things like MIDI. We have full 2-year-long recording arts course, sequence, and range of options.
Wonderful. And you have an amazing faculty, right? Your arts faculty brings so much talent to North County. Yeah. Tell us a little bit about your faculty and the folks that you work with over there at Miracosta.
Sure. Such a great bunch, so happy to work with them. And so we have a lot of teaching artists who are very active as practicing artists. And so whether it's exhibiting, continuing to cut albums, or do performances and tours, we have our faculty really very busy in and out of the classroom, and so it really enriches the teaching experience that students get to benefit from faculty who are not only so committed to their education, but are still so active in their fields. Yeah. And they participate in a wide range of different national and statewide projects. Our theater program, our students are very active in the Kennedy Center American College Theater Festival, and they compete every year, and we almost always have students place as finalists or occasionally win awards, and sometimes get to go to the Kennedy Center in Washington. Wow. And same thing in dance and the American College Dance Festival. Yeah. And we host jazz festivals, the Oceanside Jazz Festival. Okay. And so we have different performing jazz bands and vocal ensembles come from definitely throughout the West, but various parts around the country as well. And work with visiting artists, and it's very exciting.
Incredible.
Yeah,
I'm not surprised. So with COVID-19 happening, the fall might look a little bit different. How has summer been?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's changed things a lot. So like everywhere else, we had to switch to online remote instruction in the middle of last spring, and that carried through summer, so we're teaching online this summer, and in the fall we'll still mostly be online. We're starting to reintroduce just a few classes that'll meet in person, but it depends on the current health outlook and the orders from the County Department of Public Health, but our faculty have been very focused on exploring all the possibilities of what they can do online. We're doing productions online. We'll still have 2 theatrical productions in the fall, all online. We'll have our dance concert. We have a summer dance concert just been released today. And so if people want to check it out, they can go to our website.
And the website is?
And the website is www.miracosta.edu.
All right. Thank you so much, Jonathan, for being with us today. Always such a pleasure to talk with you.
Happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
All right. So stay tuned for our last guest.
They told me a bottle couldn't dream. That I would never become a superhero. But I learned how to fly. Just to come back in a new disguise. And be the hero that I've always wanted to be.
So welcome back for our last guest. Lou Niles is with us. He has a really extraordinary list of accomplishments and involvements. He's executive producer of Love Machine Films. He's on the Oceanside, California Cultural District Committee and co-host of 91X Loudspeaker. But today, we're talking with him about a very special event for Oceanside, the Oceanside International Film Festival. Welcome, Lou.
Hi. Good to be here.
Good to have you here today.
Yeah.
So this is the 10th annual Oceanside International Film Festival. Can you tell us a little bit about the last several years and some of the special events that have happened for the festival?
Yeah. We've been involved, OCAF, the Oceanside Cultural Arts Foundation, started the festival 10 years ago. It's run 9 times, and this year we were going to celebrate this wonderful 10th year and launching of a sustainability and social consciousness initiative. But we've had to scale back a little bit. A lot of our wonderful special events that we usually have Animal Kingdom the last few years. We've been able to have the producer and some of the actors from Animal Kingdom come down and visit with people and answer questions. Last year we had Taylor Steele, who's a world-renowned filmmaker and surf filmmaker, and Joanna Cassidy from Blade Runner and a number of other great TV series. So we won't be able to have that in the same capacity as we have before, but we're going to try things virtual this year.
Cool. So it's going to be virtual. What should attendees expect? Tell us a little bit about how it's going to look different, you know, some of the changes that you all have had to make right now.
Right. We found this wonderful platform called Eventive, and it'll give it a look that isn't too different from what you experience on a Hulu or a Netflix, where there's kind of a menu and pictures or movie posters type of thumbnails to go across. We'll, like we usually do, have film blocks and categories of films, so you can kind of log into the romantic comedies or the horror documentary block. We'll blend some things together. So it'll be very similar to what you would have experienced before going to the physical festival and picking out, well, I'm going to go see this types of films from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. or something like that.
Well, it's wonderful that the festival is happening. We know right now that the arts are one of the most impacted sectors in the United States. You know, that you told me film festivals have started to work together during this time. Tell us a little bit about that. I found that really interesting.
Yeah, it's been actually a wonderful experience. I mean, there's 15 or 18 film festivals in San Diego County, good sized ones, and we're competitors. We really are. We're competing for attendees, and we're competing for, you know, which films or which of the really cool films get to premiere at our festival.
Right.
We're all friends, so we talk all the time and we see each other out. But this is the first time we've really just decided, gosh, we kind of got to work together and come up with, well, what are you doing, or what are you doing? And so through that is how we found Eventive, Sterling Anu, who works on another festival as well as our festival. They were using Eventive, so we looked at that. A lot of the other film festivals had different platforms for different reasons. Some of them work better for what they're trying to do. So it's been a really wonderful collaborative effort with the Asian Film Festival, GI Film Festival, the San Diego International Film Festival, just too many to name, but we've been getting on a call every few weeks to just see, well, what are you guys going to do, and do you have any good ideas?
Wow, it's wonderful, that collaborative, you know, effort that's happening amongst film festivals right now. So you have films from all around the world. Tell us what that looks like.
Yeah, it's pretty wonderful. The film festival has always drawn a pretty wide range of films from filmmakers around the world. This year we've got some potential films from, we've got as far away as China and Turkey, Italy, Japan, India, and all around the US. So it's a nice blend of foreign features and shorts and documentaries, as well as a lot of local represented films too.
Wonderful. And tell us, where should people go if they want to find out more about the festival, they want to buy tickets, they want to support your festival?
Right. So you can always go to our website, which is osidefilm.org.
Okay.
And that's a great place to start, our Facebook and social media. But when we have the event page set up for the film festival, it'll be osidefilm.eventive.org.
Okay.
So both of those places you'll be able to buy tickets and find out more information about what films are playing, and support the festival, support the arts.
Thank you so much, Lou, for being here today.
Thank you. Thank you very much for helping us promote the festival.
Absolutely. And thank you for watching this edition of Oceanside Spectrum. Want to be a guest on the show? Visit koct.org/spectrum to find out details on how your nonprofit can be a part of Spectrum. Stay up to date with all things North County by visiting koct.org. Thanks, and take good care.
This program is brought to you by the City of Oceanside.